So I'm going to do this video without any contacts in, without any makeup on, without my hair being done, and I'm in my pajamas because I think this is a really important video for you guys to watch. I've been watching the My Perfect Imperfections tag. I'm looking down at my computer if you're wondering. I had this all written out because I think it's a really important thing for people to watch. I've been watching the My Perfect Imperfections tag recently. It's been going around like wildfire. I think just about everyone's done it. And I kind of got inspired to start a different tag, which is kind of related in a way, but it goes more in depth to the imperfection part of the tag. This is going to be a tag, and instead of doing the perfect imperfections, this is going to be a tag based on your imperfections according to the world around you. And what I mean by that is I'm going to talk about 5 imperfections on my body that aren't imperfections, but they are to the media and to the culture that I grew up in. So I have a couple statistics that I want to read to you. Basically, I think everyone agrees with the fact that the media has been showing men and women both what they should look like and what they should be like instead of what they naturally are. And what I mean by that is that if you look at a magazine cover, you're going to see airbrushed, you're going to see people with bodies that are completely, a lot of the time, completely unattainable for most of us in the world. And this has existed since we were children. There are Disney movies. I'm pretty sure you all agree with the fact that the Disney princesses are, we can never look like that. We'll never be able to look like Belle or like Jasmine or like Megara from Hercules. Many of us are never ever going to be able to look like that, not without the help of a plastic surgeon. They're completely unrealistic, and I think it's important for women especially to understand how realistic they really are. An estimated 99% of girls ages 3 to 10 owned a Barbie doll at one point in their life. I know I did, I'm sure many of you did as well. And I think you all have heard if Barbie was real, what she'd look like statistics. Someone with a Barbie doll shaped body, someone who looked, if Barbie doll was blown up and made into a real person, she would have a back so weak that it wouldn't be able to support her upper body at all. Her body would be so narrow that it would only contain half of the liver and a few centimeters of bowel, and she would have chronic diarrhea from this, and she would eventually die from malnutrition. In 1970, the average age of a girl who started dieting was 14, and in 1990 this age dropped to 8. Approximately 7 million girls and women struggle with eating disorders in this country, in the United States, and approximately 1 million boys and men do. The average American woman is 5'4", or 160.02 centimeters, and 140 pounds, or 63.5 kilograms. The average model, on the other hand, is 5'11", or 180.34 centimeters, and weighs 117 pounds, or 53 kilograms. The average woman would willingly give away 3 to 5 years of her life in return to reach her goal weight at one point in her life. There are more of these frightening statistics online, but I got sick of reading them after a little bit, so feel free to search for those on your own. I am not going to put them in this video simply for time constraints. I'm making this video to support and fight for the women who have ever thought at any point in their life that they weren't pretty enough, that they weren't smart enough, that they weren't desirable, or that they weren't amazing enough to be on this planet. What this tag is I'm going to tell you 5 things about myself that is imperfect according to the media and according to my culture. These 5 things that I'm going to tell you were things that I once hated in my life that I no longer hate for whatever reason, and I'm going to tell you what those reasons are when I tell you. Make sense? So the first thing that is imperfect about me that I used to hate about myself but don't anymore is my big nose. I don't know if you can tell, you probably can. I have quite a profile with this nose of mine. It's very skinny and very long, and it sticks out there, and it's always freezing cold because it's always out there in the cold. I used to hate it because it was a big nose, and because by my society standards, having a big nose was a bad thing, and you could only have a cute button nose if you wanted to be pretty and if you wanted to be, you know, attractive. I used to hate it. I learned to love it because I got it from my mom's side of the family. When I look at this nose, I see my mom's nose. I have my mom's nose. And this nose is going to stay on me for the rest of my life, even when she's gone. So that's something that's really special, I feel like. Why would I hate that about myself when it reminds me of somebody who I love? I'm getting emotional. Another thing that I once hated about myself that I now love is my crooked teeth. My teeth are crooked. They've never been corrected. I've never had braces before. And I love my crooked teeth. And the reason I love my crooked teeth is because you don't see crooked teeth very much anymore. People get braces when they're so young to make that decision. My parents didn't want to pay for it, and I don't blame them. I mean, there's something special about having crooked teeth when nobody else does anymore because they got them fixed when they were 12. The third thing that I love about myself that I used to hate was my height. I am 5'3". I used to hate it because I wanted to be 5'10" like my mom. I wanted to be super tall and super skinny like a model, like everybody on the covers of all those magazines and in all those fashion shows. It's not in my genetics, so I'm not gonna, you know, make a big deal out of it. I love my height now because it's the only thing I really know. I've been 5'3" since, what, since I was like a 10? I haven't grown. I never really had like a huge growth spurt, so it's everything that I know. I wouldn't want to give that away. The fourth thing that I used to hate about myself that I now love is my cellulite. I have cellulite all over my butt and all over my thighs, and I'm okay with that. I used to hate it because it's cellulite, and we have been programmed to believe that cellulite is a bad thing, which it really isn't. Biologically, the reason I love it is because it makes me feminine. 90% of women at one point in their life get cellulite. So having cellulite is just something that's completely natural and completely feminine, and that's why I like it. The fifth thing that I used to hate about myself that I now love is my body. I have had a love-hate relationship with my body since I was very young. The smallest I've ever been is a size 4. The largest I've ever been was a size 12, which is also not ginormous. I think it's like a size medium. I've never gone over that, and I've never gone under a size 4. I've been everywhere in the middle. Right now I think I'm between a size 6 and a size 8. I used to hate my body because I have boobs and I have a butt and I have a stomach. I am not tiny by any means, but I love it now because it's the only body I'll ever have. It's the only thing that's been given to me in my life that I will have for my entire life that I have to take care of. That's the only reason why I'm really doing this video. My body is something that is completely unique to me. There is not another body in the world that is like mine. And that's kind of cool. You have to take care of your body and you have to treat it well so it'll last a long time. I want my body to last a long time, and that's why I love it. I know that I can do that. That is within my grasp. I can eat healthily and I can exercise and I can treat my body well so it will treat me well in return. So for this video, I'm going to tag erraticmakeup, kaittdee, kissndMAKEUP, makeupbykimm, SMLXO, and SushiRockStar. But I am tagging every single one of you that is watching this video because I think it's a really important thing for people to watch and realize and participate in. Because not everybody is perfect and not everybody can be that person on the magazine that you so desperately want to be. I hope this was somewhat inspiring to some of you, and I know it's kind of making me a little bit emotional, so I'm gonna go, but I just want you all to realize how beautiful you really are, no matter what you look like. Something about you that is different to somebody else can be completely beautiful to somebody, you know, somewhere else. So I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.